Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today's video we're going to be looking back at day one of our qualifiers. So the team was me, Tom, Semantic, if you guys didn't know already. So a really good team at the moment. We've been practicing a lot and I can feel a really good synergy together. So yeah, just going to be going through some really intense games in a round of 32. Let's hop straight into it. Okay guys, so jumping into the first one here then. So the bans were Ems and Jackie. Yeah, there were, I was just trying to recall that. Yeah, so bans Ems and Jackie. So Siege is a really good mode for us. We really enjoy the BB and Daryl combination with Jean, just because you can pull a lot of brawlers into Daryl, so it makes it easy to gain control and whatnot. And Daryl's really good in Siege right now, for sure one of the best in the game. You're just getting a lot of damage on Ike and the robot on defense. So at the moment it's a tie. Semantic doing a really good job getting that BB low, but then Jean retaliates with a good pull. And then Tom doing good to keep control. I don't really like Rosa in Siege. I just feel like she doesn't put enough pressure. The grass is decent, but I mean, I could just get an easy pull on her every time if needed into the Daryl and especially into the zone. So I get a nice pull on there and we take her out really nicely. So at the moment, still looking alright, 3v2 in a good position. Jean has pull, so Tom's got to be careful of that one. And then I believe we do let him get this bolt. I remember in VC we were telling him to just let him collect. So we really wanted that last siege bot. Just literally let him throw that around because we know they're not going to get a lot of damage. BB and Rosa aren't the best on defense and attack. And then I do take the BB out, which was crucial. Especially when they know they have to go all in because we've got 10 bolts and you can only collect, I believe, 8 or 9. So me taking out someone just completely throttles their defense. We've already got the bot down nearly 50%, and then Semantic doing a really good role keeping them back, and then straight back onto the bot, which is just insane from Semantic. Really good defense there, and now it's basically impossible for us to lose. We've only got 1% down and got a 12 bolt advantage. I pull the Jean into the area, and then Tom just throws a bubble for Ike, getting that extra percentage we needed. So now we're just going to be collecting the bolts. I mean, it's basically a GG from here, unless we get some insane push onto our Ike and then just get some crazy defense. So it's a very narrow percentage of them winning. So they do go for it now, but it's basically impossible. Maybe if they had a Daryl to roll across that mid lake, and they probably would have got a lot of damage. So if we do get some damage out, and then Tom's bubble just makes it so we win guaranteed anyway. So we take that one in a very dominant fashion. This is a round of 32, I forgot to mention. So we're facing a fairly decent team. Managed to pick up the win on that one. Let's jump into the next one. Okay, and next game. So it's only a best of 3 on each set, but best of 5 overall. So just one more win needed on this set to take it home. And we did stick with the same comp. You can maybe switch a Barley in here, but obviously if they're picking Rosa, not going to be the best choice just because of how much HP Rosa's got, and especially with them bushes as well. Rosa's going to be really good against Barley, but we get complete control there, so a really good start from us. It's completely dominant, so we get the first bot. We've got one bot bolt for next, no, 2 bolts, sorry, for next round, so really good. So at the moment we've got a really good lead. Sometimes we do throw the second siege just because we know the last one's all important, but at the moment I've got pull. We've got a 2 bolt lead as well, so it's going to be really hard for the enemy team to come back from this one. So at the moment, just waiting for the Jean pull, get the Jean pull, so get him down straight away. That's an unbelievable roll from Semantic, getting the double bounce, really well played. And then Tom's doing a good job of keeping Rosa back. When BB has swing constantly, there's not a lot Rosa can do in terms of collecting the bolts. Just because even though she has a lot of HP, Tom can just keep swinging her back and collecting them. So they do manage to collect a couple there. So I believe they have got 3 bolts there. So we can still hold. We've still got 2 bolts. So they're only winning by 1 bolt. So we're in a really good position to hold it again. They get a really good pull. So it's a good rollout from Semantic, just trying to stay alive. At the moment, I'm not sure what we should be doing here, except for just keeping control. We can't really go in, just because we know we're in a really good position. There's no point just going in and giving up control at all. So at the moment, looking for a pull. I do completely miss that. I remember in VC saying I meant to deselect that, so that was unfortunate. And then Tom doing a good job collecting these bolts. So at the moment, we are in the lead. That's a decent roll from Semantic, keeping the Jean back. Rosa's going really aggro, but I do manage to take her down with a good pull here. and then Semantic nearly getting that bolt, but Tom collecting bolts down the right hand side, making it so we do win that round. So a really dominant performance from us in Siege. We have practiced Siege a lot, and it's becoming a really strong mode of ours. It used to be one of our weakest modes, but at the moment practicing it a lot, so definitely one of our strong points. So we do manage to take up the win on that one. Rose is definitely where they went wrong. They could have gone for a Barley or a Daryl, or just something completely different to Rose. I just really didn't like the Rose on that map. They just didn't play well with it. Let's jump into the next set. Okay, jumping into the first match of this set. So they have decided to go with the Nita. We have gone for BB, Rico, Max. So Rico should kind of win mid against Brock. Brock is a really good mid on this map. I was a bit unsure because the meta just switches up so much on this map. That's a good jump from there, Brock. He does go down though, so really well played. Tom is in mixed minds whether to go for the enemy heist, the enemy safe, sorry, instead of defending, but comes back and we do manage to take him out. I'm struggling here to take out the Max. I should have took him out way quicker there. Should definitely have picked him up quicker. Semantic goes down there, so you have a 10% lead. So I go down there, probably should have used this speed star power over the bounce. I've just been switching between the two. Recently I used to really like the Rico speed, but then now having a bit more use out of the bounce. So good super from me. We clear them all out, so only at 10% down, so we have control now. That's the main important thing, but at the moment just kind of struggling to get damage on the safe, and I'll just go down there. So I'm playing really bad this game. Not the best game for me at all. So Tom on this safe now, but it's only a BB, so looking for to get his super. And now me on defense, got to be careful of this Nita with Bear. So Nita doing actually a good job. Max taking me out as well. That's the main reason why you don't actually see a lot of Rico at the moment. He used to be really popular in the heist, but I just think Max kind of counters Rico and just can take him out so much quicker. So we're doing a good job pinching him there. So we do take him down, but they have got such a big lead on the safe there. So at the moment, just trying to chip him down. This Nita's doing a good job to stay alive and just be a bit of a pest, but Tom taking him down. That Brock's just absolutely hammering our safe with the incendiary, just taking it down really low. I'm getting a bit of damage on the safe, so only down 20%, 40 seconds left. We've got a lot of time in our hands, so at the moment we're just shouting for each other to all keep control, just try and pinch and get one kill so we can establish control. So Tom going to go down there, which was probably crucial. I didn't realise he went down, but I do take out Anita and then nearly take out the Brock as well. So Brock able to get 3 more shots on the save, which is really unfortunate. If we would have picked up, killed the Brock, we definitely would have won this one. But at the moment it counts for push, so only down like 25% I think, or 20%. So I do get super, and instead I go for the double bounce, and if I would have just gone for the safe I probably would have got that. But just completely choked it on my end. I really played bad. Definitely looking back on that game, I did play really poorly. So we do lose that one. Let's move into the next one. Okay, so the next game for this set. So we have switched out to Rico for Brock. Just wasn't playing a good Rico at all. It does take quite a bit of skill to play Rico on this map. But at the minute, I'm just absolutely melting this Brock down. He's 240 HP, so that's really lucky again from their Brock. Constantly just staying alive, which is really annoying. I go really low here. So at the moment we have got the better comp. I don't actually think Nita's too good on this map really. Nita does kind of counter BB and does kind of counter Max, but I just don't think Nita's the best choice. I'm sorry, I think I just mixed up my words there. I meant to say that Nita counters Max and BB. So at the moment Nita gets a good stun on Tom. Tom just barely staying alive there. I didn't actually realise how close he was from dying. I give a pinch off of Max, so that's really good. So I'm trying to kill this Nita, and he does manage so. But this Brock is on full HP and onto our safe, so I can't just leave him because he absolutely melts the safe. I could have maybe just gone for damage, and then all of us just go aggro. But at the minute, I did die there. Sorry for the lag. I did die. Brock on attack is really risky to deal with, just because he has that gadget and could just keep jumping over walls and be a pest and keep shooting down that safe. So at the moment I'm just going to be ignoring him, getting these shots on the safe. I should have done this a long time. I just kept defending way too much, and at the minute I'm in a really good position. Semantic and Tom doing a good job of pressing them back. So now I have super, enemy safe down to 37% left, and now we can just hammer down on this safe. That's a really good kill from Semantic, and now we can just absolutely laser the safe. So that's really well played from us to establish control again. That was a bit of a shady start. we always tend to get a bad start, but we pick it up in the end there. Let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, jumping into the final game of this set. So we decided to switch out the Max for the Rico, just because we thought Rico could deal with the Max better. So that's a really bad start from us. Well, that Brock just charges in again. He's just getting really lucky, just staying alive again on 240 HP, but I do take him out really quickly there. So probably a thing that I've learned, I should probably sneak a little bit more and be more aggro with Brock. In this game, so I'm definitely playing a bit too passive. BB does sneak in really well though. She just literally ran in with no regards. So I didn't actually think BB would do that, but somehow it just works. I don't know how really. But BB managing to sneak in that bush. That's a good super from Semantic. I'm trying to take out this Brock here, and I believe I do get him really weak there. So now Tom killing that Max. That Brock is really low again, which is a bit annoying. But now just trying to keep control. They've got a really good start again, which is a common theme in our heist games really. For some reason we just get a really bad start and just don't establish control like we should. And now killing the Max, so we're in a good position. I kill the Brock. So at the moment it's 3v1. I should just be hammering this safe down. I'm probably going for kills more than just safe damage. So that's a good kill on BB. Now Tom with the pressure. I get some good shots on the safe again. And now Brock's going to be going for our safe. I'm just going to try and do as much damage as possible. Just trying to be a nuisance. I didn't really know what to do in this situation. I probably didn't need to jump there. I probably should just probably maybe jump over to the right wall or just keep running it up. So at the moment we are in the lead. We're in a good position still. All of them are on the counter attack though, so we need to take this BB out ASAP. That's a really good super from Semantic, but somehow BB manages to stay alive for so long, which I do not understand at all. That's just a gadget coming into play. That was really close there. Struggling to find my breath here because of how intense that was. And now Semantic with a good super. I probably should have just rushed forward and got the safe down. I don't know what I was doing on my point. That was probably my fault for them two losses there. I could have got the safe down on the first loss with Rico, and then they were both really weak. I should have just maybe jumped over to the left and took one of them out and maybe took the safe down, or just maybe found a gap between them because there was a gap and just shot 3 shots on the safe, and that would have finished the game. But nonetheless, they do win that one, and let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, jumping into the Brawl set, so it's triple dribble. So we have gone with the Nita, Jean, Max. So Nita actually pairs really well with Jean. We really enjoy that combination. Nita's gadget's just completely broken right now. Counters literally all tanks and counters a lot of different brawlers. That gadget is just super good. So we have got a really good start here. I'll try and get a sneaky goal, but just failing doing so. But literally all of them are really weak. I get a good pull on Max, and then BB's going to go down as well. So really good start from us. I know I was frustrated last game, so just wanted to absolutely wipe the floor with this team here. So now max speed, I believe I'm kind of close to super, but Tom gets pulled. But Virginia, little did he know, Nita was one shot from there. So that was actually a really bad pull from Jean. Definitely wouldn't recommend doing that. So Tom does take out Virginia. Now I have pulled, so I can just literally pull Jean, and we are going to get the goal there. So that's a really quick goal from us, a good retaliation. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, jumping into the next game here. So we opted for Poco double tank essentially. So we knew that they were going to stick with the Jean Max, but we didn't know they were going to go Carl, which is a really bad pick. Carl is absolutely awful in the meta right now. Probably one of the, definitely the top bottom 10 brawler in my opinion. He's just really bad, and Poco double tank just completely counter him as well. So a really bad situation for them. But we just know we can literally run in their face, and we're just never going to have the DPS or literally anything for that matter. They've got no turnaround. They're just completely screwed. Our comp's just absolutely going to dominate them here. So we managed to get the win in literally like 30 seconds. Just completely wiping the floor with them. So a really good comp to bring out. We pretend not to bring it out a lot just because it can get counted from the likes of B and other brawlers, but we do like to bring it out occasionally, surprise the enemy and completely wiping the floor with them in that game. Let's jump into the next set. Okay guys, jumping into the next set, so it's going to be a double swoosh. So opting for the bow and Tara combination, this worked a lot. They definitely thought we were going to run the Poco double tank again, so they've gone with the B. That's a really bad start on my point. I know I did struggle in mid a lot in these games. I just didn't play the best. I don't know what was wrong with me. I wasn't nervous at all though, that's one thing. That definitely doesn't play in my mind. I don't play too nervous. But I know in these games, as it got to the last seconds of some of these games, it was really intense. So on this map, I don't actually really like this map just because Jean always sneaks around with pull, and it's hard to really know when and when not to push in to get the gem. So I get a good pull on B there. I just knew B was staying there. I don't know why he just stayed in the same position. Tom gets a nice pull on the Pam. Tara against Pam lane is going to be really easy. You can just hide behind the walls and constantly chip Pam down. So there's nothing Pam can really do there in that lane. Tom just completely dominating his lane, just constantly recycling supers over and over again. But with B in their comp and they don't really have any tanks to shoot at, they're really going to struggle to gain a lot of control. So 8 gems on the board. I completely missed pull there. Should have definitely just held that and waited for him to push. That's a good pull from Tom. Keep cycling the supers on the enemies. So Tom in complete control here. So Tom just pushing it up. We know we just need 1 gem, so it doesn't matter if he dies at all. So really well played from us. Completely dominating again. Just playing how we're normally playing in these games here. And then Jean, for some reason I didn't know Jean was actually there, so I could have through there. That would have been embarrassing. But we do manage to escape that. So clutch up the win on that one. Let's jump into the next one. Okay, jumping into the next game. So they do switch for the Mr. P instead of B. So Mr. P kind of counters Jean, well, does counter Jean really hard. But Tara against Mr. P, we have experimented a lot, and we do really like Tara against Mr. P. But for some reason, it just wasn't working in this game. And then Bo versus Pam. Pam's gonna Bo should more or less win the lane as long as he gets his mines down. But me struggling on mid again. That Pam is really dominating, just pushing us all back. So they now have that Mr. P turret as well. I probably should have just gone over and pulled the turret, but that's a good pull from their Jean. I do pull Pam though, so probably at first thoughts, Bo should have maybe switched lane a bit earlier. Got the mines to break up that turret, just so we can destroy turrets really easily with all the walls down. But nonetheless, we do switch sides, and then Jean gets another easy pull on us. So Jean's doing a good job of cycling his supers. And then I'm not really getting too much joy out of my supers at the moment, just a 1 pull. And then Samantha with a good mines in mid. So in a decent position here. I completely waste my pull again. I definitely didn't play the best at Jean in these games, so just kept wasting pull. That was really important that I just kept pull there, just so we kept control. So at the moment, just trying to watch this game. Samantha getting Mr. P down really low, but Mr. P's doing a good job of staying alive there. Jean completely misses a pull, and then I do get a really good pull. But then Jean pushes Tom onto the Pam. I didn't actually realise that. So that's really clutch from there, Jean. I did get a really good pull, but somehow he did escape that, which is really frustrating, because I thought with that pull we would have clutched up, and then we would have won that set, so it would have been really easy. Tom gets a pull on Mr. P but misses, and then I get a pull on there, Jean, and then somehow they managed to stay alive, which is insane there. But well played on their part. That Jean really clutched up with that gadget. Let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, jumping into the last game of this set. So we decided to switch out Tara for Mr. P just because we wanted to mirror him. We thought we could just win with a mirror comp. But personally, we've not really played Mr. P at all on this map. We should have probably stuck with a Tara. But then I'll go really aggro again in the mid. I probably shouldn't have gone too aggro. But then I did get 3 gems. So we are in the gem lead. And then Samantha getting a good kill on that Jean. So we have got complete control here. Should be in a really good position. We kill the Pam. So completely dominating at the start. Semantic probably going a bit too aggro. Just take him down though. So really good kill on Semantic. And then Tom got pulled. So that's going to get him a bit of control back for Tom going down. So then Jean's going to be really low. So not really much to do here. I completely missed Jean pull. I remember this one. That's really bad. If I would have hit that pull, we would have completely dominated. Kept position again. But the MSP is doing a really good job down that right hand lane. Tom definitely shouldn't have threw the turret there. Should have just hit him with his normal attacks, and then walked into 2 of his briefcases at the same time. So really unfortunate on that side. And then Jean's got pulled again. So at the moment, Mr. P's going to be sneaking down this right hand side. That Pam turret beyond the wall, I probably should have pulled it, destroy that wall, because they're going to have a much easier access destroying our turret. As you can see, they're constantly getting our turret down first. So we get the Mr. P down. I probably should have just pulled Pam turret there and just destroyed that wall, or just wait for Jean to come there. So at the moment, trying to help Semantic with this Pam, and then I somehow mispull it again, which is really bad on my part. I should have definitely hit my pull there. Then Mr. P, I remember this going really aggro in our lane, which is really annoying. Somehow managed to stay alive though, and he's on 57 HP, which is just so dumb. But we do manage to take him out anyway, I believe, in a second. Yeah, so we take him out, I go down. But at the moment, Semantic doing a really good job on a 2v1 on their side of things. And then Tom picking up the gems there. So 8-9. Really intense game at the moment. Completely losing my breath here. A lot closer than it should have been really with a mirror matchup. But at the moment, Gene's got pull. I'm close to pull. Yeah, I'm one shot here. So we're in a really good position here. We've got them all pinned back. And then I believe I do miss the pull again. Somehow I miss that pull, which is really bad. And now they have control with that Gene pull. So they have Pam turret as well. So in a bad position here. Trying to get that Gene down. Gene's really low there. Gene completely misses pull. And now we do have 11 lead. We do have a 12 lead. And I believe in this position we do win this. But then I completely lagged out there, which is really unfortunate. And then Tom dies down that right hand side, which is just really frustrating because I feel like I cost my team there, but I couldn't do anything in terms of my connection, which is just really dumb. There's nothing more to say really. I tried my hardest to sort out connection, but recently it's been really bad. So we lose that game, in my opinion, definitely down to this connection. I thought we still was a bit hectic. Not many of us really played well in that game, but I still thought we would have picked up the win anyway. So we do lose that one. It's a 2-2 at the moment. Let's jump into the last set. Okay guys, so I've not opted to show the first two games. So they're both draws, really intense games, but draws a bit boring, and I didn't really want to show them. So at the moment I'm playing really mad. I'm really frustrated at me lagging out. So I do play a little bit aggressive there, but we do manage to get the lead anyway. So Snake Prayer, I've done a few videos on this already, but a lot of you should know already. This is definitely the best strat. You want Brock to open up that lane with the wall and the grass either side, and then bow mines down that left hand side there. That's definitely the best way to break up the map. You definitely just want to break it as soon as possible. So at the moment we do have the lead, so obviously in the better position here. And then Semantic just doing good jobs to keep them back. Tom's got super, so Snake Prairie is really boring at the start. There's not really a lot to talk about, just because the last 20 seconds is where it's at in Snake Prairie. So Tara's going to be pushing it up. I'll place the mines down that side. Probably should have placed them down the right. I didn't realise Tara was down there as well. So Tara nearly catching me out there, but completely misses that pull. Definitely should have pulled sooner there, and she would have probably got me there. So really lucky, to be honest, that they missed that. And then Brock just barely surviving there, which is really annoying. But then Tom does manage to get the Tara anyway. Well, I'll get the last shot on there. So 3-0, really good position here. They're both just getting the gadgets up, and then the enemy team, yeah, they're doing the exact same there. So at the moment, just waiting for the last 20 seconds. They know if they get a team wipe, they're going to be winning this. So Snake Pro is all about the last 20 seconds, in my opinion. You can literally be losing the whole game, but then come clutch in the last seconds. So we do take out that Brock there, and then Bo's going to be really low. So there's not much they can really do in this situation. And then Tara's taken so long to get that super. I don't know why she held back for that long. But yeah, we do manage to clutch up there. Really easy game on our part. Played it near enough flawlessly. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, so next game into this set. So somehow it's gone to the final set, which is really frustrating. No disrespect to our opponents, but really we should be beating these 3-0, 3-1. But with the disconnect as well, without being salty, we probably would have closed this out a lot sooner. But yeah, we get a good start at the beginning there. Actually missed what happened, but we do get a really good start. So Brock got super as well. Brock's going to go aggro and try and get their gadget down, but he completely wasted super there. Remember, Tennis Semantic should have just broke that right hand side, because if he breaks the right hand side, then we basically got cover, well, all covered down from left to right. So at the moment, still in a good position. Tom gets a good pull. So really well played from him. So at the moment, just building up that super. I believe the enemy team are doing that as well. Yeah, so the enemy team are doing the exact same, which is fair enough really. You don't need to rush Snake Prairie at all. It's all about patience on this map. You don't need to go for the kills early on. It's all about the late pressure or just building up as a team. You definitely can't go alone, but Tom gets hugs the wall really nice there, so well played from Tom. But as Tara's not really playing the best on the enemy team, to be fair. And then I kill the bow there. Definitely really bad on the bow's part as well. We should definitely not be going alone. And then Brock, I didn't even realise he was down this until Tom kept shouting that Brock was in there. So I don't know what the Brock was doing. He should have definitely just run away. He does somehow survive there. Actually, no, Samantha takes him down. So that's such a dumb play from Brock, really. There's just no way he should be staying up there. It's not like he's going to team kill us at all. The only person I can see being to any good use in that situation is maybe like a Taro with Paul, but Brock just feeding us 2 stars really. So last 15 seconds, everyone's got super for us basically, except for Semantic. And a good super from Semantic to keep them back. My bone mine's chipping them down really well there. So we take out the Brock, we take out Vitara, and then we win the game there. So really well played from us from their final set. A lot of games we definitely need to look back on and improve on, but overall managing to clutch up in the end, that's all that matters. Okay guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed some gameplay of us in a round of 32. Some really close games there, definitely shouldn't have been that close, but nonetheless some really good gameplay to watch. So we got the games on tomorrow, so we're going to be facing Clash if we reach the quarters, so make sure to watch tomorrow to see how that one goes. There's going to be some really close games. Clash probably the best team inside the game right now, so definitely going to be some close games. Looking forward to playing in them ones. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.